Constantine is calling himself a god, a sun worshiper, who then forms the Roman Catholic Church as a blend of sun worship, fertility goddess worship, fish god worship, and Christianity. So to give you an example, the Isis worship, Isis Horus Seth, also known as Ishtar, also known, Easter, the fertility goddess.
So the lie was told because it was part of the construct to prove the Sunday day of rest that had been imposed arbitrarily by Constantine at the Council of Nicaea, who said, we don't want to Judaize. And of course, they revered the Holy Easter, which was a pagan practice that had been in place for 5 centuries before that. So this idea of disavowing the Sabbath, that is really, the Sabbath is in, I think, every single book of the Scripture. There's some reference to keeping Shabbat. You have Constantine arbitrarily saying, no more of that. That's Jewish. That's Judaizing. Now we keep Sunday as the seal and the mark of Rome.
Church is named after Kirke, and Kirke, of course, is the same root word for the word circus, Circe, Kirke, same word for circus, same word for church. Now, the New Testament does not refer to it as a church. The New Testament refers to it as an ecclesia, which means a called out assembly. It has nothing to do with a building. And in the Hebrew, you'd find it as a kehilah, which again is a called out assembly, not a building. And furthermore, Scripture also tells us that you're not really to have a temple except the place where Yah tells you to put a temple. So we have this idea that the building where people are going to worship is a building that is predicated on a Greek goddess who was a goddess of enchantment, a goddess of sorcery, a goddess of witchcraft, a goddess of pharmakia, who seduces people into her lure to take everything they have. You're in a building that's named after the Greek goddess of seduction, sorcery, and enchantment, and who, by the way, was the daughter of the sun god. But you see that you're in a building that is governed by this daughter of the sun god, an enchantress, a sorceress, who is there to take everything you have, seduce you, and convert you into swine.